Stand your ground, psychological. I added the word psychological. I was just going to call it stand your ground because I know, which I'm not even that familiar with, there's some stand your ground laws that I believe relate to self-defense or something like that. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about standing your ground psychologically. What do I mean? So let me put it into context a little bit. Sometimes life takes things away from you, and when it's life taking away from you, it's like a natural loss, and you'll feel that. You'll feel like it's being removed as no longer part of your life, and that your life is meant to move in a different direction. If you're honest with yourself, because sometimes people try to hold on to things even when it's life taking them away. But there's a different aspect that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when somebody tries to take something that's yours that doesn't really belong to them. I mean, there's people like that in this world that will just try to take something. It could be something tangible, physical, or it could even be psychological. It could be your self-respect. It could be a lot of different things. They'll try to take something that belongs to you. It doesn't really belong to them, but they try to take it anyway. I mean, it's kind of like stealing. It's like, it might not be legally stealing. I mean, there's some people that will do legal stealing also, but there are some people that will do like psychological stealing, or not even psychological stealing, but it might be a physical thing, but it's not like illegal to take it. Sometimes, like I said, it is, but it could be a full relationship. It could just be an aspect of a relationship, like a person's confidence. It could be a lot of different things, like things that don't really belong to them. And when somebody tries to take something, like if life takes it from you and it's not meant to be a part of your life because it's just natural circumstances, that it's obvious it doesn't belong in your life anymore. If you're honest with yourself, that's different. But when someone takes something from you that is really yours, it doesn't belong to them, then you need to stand your ground psychologically. When I say stand your ground psychologically, I mean stand your ground, stay where you are. Don't move forward, don't move back. Like there's a real tendency in life sometimes to move either forward or back, like to move, like in opposition to the person that would be moving forward. I mean, sometimes that's appropriate, but it's sometimes moving back, like in retreat and just giving in and just like saying, oh, well, like there's nothing I could do. But standing your ground means basically there's a time to fight for what's yours, and there's a time to it's hard to even put it into words. It's just like you don't advance and you don't retreat. You just stay there and let things settle a little bit. And then you'll determine what direction you want to go into. Because what happens is people tend to act out of emotion. Like they act either out of fear or they retreat, or they act out of hostility and anger, and they move into opposition. And you want to go from a clear head. You want to go from like what's logical and what makes sense for your life, not what you decide to do because of emotion, either going forward or back. So standing your ground is just like evaluating the situation. It's not like analysis paralysis. It's not like analysis paralysis is when you're supposed to take action when you know what the right thing to do is, but you're afraid. It's not that. It's more just figuring out, analyzing, letting things settle, letting the emotions subside a little bit, and then deciding what the right thing to do is. And that's standing your ground. That's very important because action is very important. Like people that are successful take massive, massive action, but they take what I call inspired action. Like a lot of people, they say never mistake activity for progress. Some people are running a marathon, and some people are just running, 26 miles on a treadmill. Some people are getting a lot done in their jobs or their businesses, and other people are just, doing busy work and wasting their time and wasting other people's time. So, and not getting much done. And You don't want to be one of those people. You don't want to just move to and fro, relentlessly or recklessly. You want to move with purpose, with intent, with inspiration, either forward or back or sideways. Standing your ground is kind of like you're not letting life retreat you, and you're not letting life force your hand to move forward. You're standing your ground.